let's just come out of the gate swinging. You don't need a rod vault. There are 2 reasons you should have a rod vault. One is if you are a full-time fly fishing guide. That's what you do every day. The only other acceptable reason to have a rod vault is if you just want to flex on people and tell them you're a fly fisherman. Hey, I'm a huge fly fisherman, man. Check out my stickers and rod vault. Everyone's gotta know you're a fly fisherman. You know who I'm talking about. We get it, you fly fish. So rod vaults can be useful, but most people are just accessorizing. Hey, I'm Ben. I'm a huge fly fisherman. Welcome back to another episode of Huge Fly Fisherman. Before we jump into this video, I want to remind you can go to hugeflyfisherman.com and get all kinds of huge fly fisherman stuff. And also you can check out my other channel at special.tv where you can get some things that you can't get on YouTube, and you can see all of my videos before they're on YouTube and with no advertisements. And if you're totally new to these huge fly fisherman videos, just so you know, I put out a new video every Monday. In today's huge fly fisherman video, we're going to address an age-old problem that fly fishers have been dealing with since the days of Isaac Walden and Dame Juliana. How do I transport my fly rods on my vehicle? When I say vehicle, I mean automobile. I won't be addressing fly rod transportation on bicycles, horses, or hoverboards, or whatever. And since this video is about automobiles and fly fishing, it's assumed that I'm strictly referring to Toyota trucks and Subarus. The more stickers, the better. So as super cool fly fishermen, it's important that we carry way too much gear. I need at least 12 rods and 36,000 flies, even if I'm just going bluegill fishing. It can be a pain to carry that many rods around, and I'm way too lazy to break them down and string them up every time, so I've spent the last 30 years researching different ways to transport fly rods, taking into account user friendliness, rod security, and the most important aspect, the cool factor. We'll start with the simplest approach and work our way up. Under the wiper. Not real secure, but it's quick and easy. Good for driving around the ranch or hopping from spot to spot in a canyon. Low tech, low budget, but still lets everyone know that you're a super cool fly fisher dude, or dudette, or whatever. Magnetic rod holders. More secure than the windshield wiper, but still lets everyone know that you're better than them. I personally would not trust this on my daily commute to the river. I'm too scared of the rods getting tagged by a rock or something. Short commutes at low speeds around minimal traffic, sure. But I'm not strapping my fish poles to this thing while I blast up I-70 to fish for stalkers on the blue behind the outlet malls with my moonshine rod. I'm better than that. There, I said it. Okay, how about inside the car? You can put a bunch of rods down the middle like this, but it's not great. They get tangled, it's a bit messy, and there's a good chance of some carnage. A good and pretty inexpensive alternative is an internal rack. There are a bunch of different products like this available, or you could even make something yourself. This is the one that I used for a long time. It's quick to set up and take down, and it does a good job of holding my fish poles. The downside of these racks is that if you have a bunch of gear in the car, or maybe kids or dogs, the rods can be in the way. Again, possible carnage. Pro tip, add little bungees like this to keep the rods from sliding backwards and falling out. Okay, now for the grand finale, the best way to carry your fly rods on your vehicle. A rooftop rod vault. Tubes, or rod. If you want to know what I said there, you can watch this video on special.tv where I don't censor the bad words. Now let me be very clear. I would never rock rod tubes on the top of my car because I'm not a professional fly fishing guide and I don't fish 400 days a year. But if I did get rod tubes for my car, I would get the best one on the market. I would get a Fly Rod Safe because they are the best. I'll leave a link in the video description. Fly rod safes are handmade right here in the USA in Montrose, Colorado. They're made entirely from TIG welded aluminum. They're watertight, and they also have a venting system that wicks moisture from the inside. They're powder coated in your choice of color for even more protection. If you're super huge, you can even get a custom nameplate. I definitely wouldn't do that, but you could. The tubes have a plastic liner so they don't beat your rods up, which is the #1 complaint I hear about other rod vaults, besides the crushing amount of romantic attention they bring your way. Fly rod safes come in 2, 4, or 6 banger models, as well as a shorty version and a single rod model. If I were to get a fly rod safe, I would get the 4-banger just so I could do this with it. The fly rod safe mounting system is also super beefy and handmade, and they even made these crossbars for me. I mean, for someone else. These fly rod safes are bomber. I know this because someone ran into the side of my garage with their fly rod safe. I don't know who it was, but it wasn't me. The garage took some damage and there isn't a scratch on the rod safe. If you find out who hit my garage, let me know, please. And if you're gonna get rod tubes for the top of your vehicle, do yourself a favor and get the best one, the fly rod safe. Okay, I think we're done with this huge fly fisherman video. If you've got a method of transporting your fly rods in your vehicle that I didn't mention, leave it in the comments for everyone to check out. Thanks for watching another one of my huge fly fisherman videos. I do appreciate it. I'll be back as soon as I can with another fly fishing video for you. And until then, if you see me out on the water, say hi and I'll throw a beer at you. Stay huge. No, this crow's not too bad, really.